Have you ever taken images with your telescope and then when you pulled them into your stacking software, they don't quite line up? You might be dealing with an issue called rotation. How do you deal with it? Is there a device that you can use to automate your rotation so that your images line up correctly? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. We have an unboxing. We're going to be talking about the Wanderer Astro Mini M54 version and how you can apply it to your system to make sure that your images line up correctly. We're going to take a look at this fabulous new device here today on another episode of Astro Playground. Stick around. So we've just received a box from my buddy Dan at Astroworld Telescopes. He sent me this brand new device, the Wanderer Astro M54 Mini Rotator. And we're going to take a look at it and unbox it and discover all it has to offer. Dan also sent me the IDAS D3 light pollution filter. This filter will take the place of the Bader moon and sky glow that I have. That particular filter hasn't been working with the F2 fast telescope system of the HyperStar. So we're going to swap it out and we're going to capture some more data on the Lagoon Nebula, the Veil Nebula, and others. So let's go ahead and get into this and take a look at the unboxing here at Astro Playground.
A little while later.
Okay, well today we have an unboxing that is going to precede a product review for the Wanderer Astro Rotator. This is the mini rotator that we're going to be installing on the rig. It's the M54 rotator, and it should bring us another step closer to fully automated with this rig, which is nice. It's not completely necessary because it's not terribly difficult to walk out into the backyard. However, you know, it is a step in the right direction. So we have our box, and thank you, Dan Higgins at Astroworld Telescopes, our buddy that is part of Astroworld TV. He went ahead and sent this to me along with a couple of other goodies. Dan is, of course, the founding member of Astroworld TV, a part I am an admin on and very grateful to be a part of. And if you're not familiar with Astroworld TV, come and check us out. I will put a link in this video for that, and you can come in and check out what we do Wednesdays and Fridays. We talk all things Astro. We talk about our personal rigs. We talk about our successes, our failures. We talk about all things photography. We go off the rails on all kinds of subjects, not the least of which is sports and hockey. And
You get the idea.
And we have a great time. So come in and be a part of Astroworld TV. If you are there for your first time, let them know in the chat that you got there by visiting us here at Astro Playground. So in the meantime, we have our box. We're going to go ahead and get this opened and have a look and see what Dan has sent to us. This is of course, this is a precursor to our upcoming product review on the Wanderer Astro Rotator. The Wanderer Astro Rotator, the M54 Mini, which is more than enough for the rig that we have. It has a it has a payload capacity of 10 kilograms. You know, that's plenty of capacity. I'm not even close to that with my imaging train. So, but we're going to have a look at it. We're going to go ahead and get this opened and take a peek and see what Dan has sent us.
A little later.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and get this opened up. I've got my trusty, handy dandy, compact combat knife, and we're going to go ahead and get this zipped open. So let's see what we got here. And let's see. Take that open there. And there, and there. Okay. And of course, Dan is fastidious when it comes to packing and making sure that things are well protected. Well, he's got these this wonderful air-filled packing material. Thank you, Dan. And here is the Rotator. That's the Mini, the M54 version 2. Factory sealed. In good shape there. We have, we have our Prima Luce. This is the power that will power from the Eagle 3 amp to the Wanderer Astro. Perfect. And then we have our filter. So I think maybe we'll just go ahead and start with the filter. And there it is. This is the 48 millimeter IDAS D3. All right, and this filter is basically a light pollution filter that we will go ahead and use in place of, this will go in place of the Moon and Sky Glow from Bader. All right, this filter here is rated for fast telescopes, f2 to f3.3. This will provide an excellent mitigation to the sky glow, the moon, and the sky glow that you get, the ambient light that comes from the atmosphere, and of course the moon. So this, I'm very excited to use this. This is going to be an incredible addition to the other IDAS that I have, which is the NBZ nebula booster, and it works phenomenally well. So we're very, very pleased with that. I really cannot wait to try this. This is going to be an excellent one. And the next one that I want to try from IDAS is the DTD, or the Dusk to Dawn filter from IDAS as well. I want to review that one as well. But we're going to start with the D3. All right. Now, what we have here in the Prima Luce, I think, seeing as it doesn't seem to be taped, we're just going to go ahead and pop it like that. And here we go. Perfect. That is exactly what we need. And as you can see, 2.1 here, and the 3 amp for the Eagle here. And that is, that power cable right there will do very well in taking care of the power supply needs for the Rotator. So here we go. Here we go. We have our Wanderer Astro. Gone ahead and opened that, and we're going to go ahead and take a peek. As it is with most stuff coming from companies like this, they pack it very well with this closed cell impact resistant styrofoam. You're not going to easily destroy that, and it is the styrofoam for the whole box is the same stuff. So it's very, very well packaged. You could have your UPS driver kind of boot that, from the truck to your front porch and it would survive. I'm not advocating that, but it's packed well enough that you don't have to worry about it. So we have here, looks like there is a registration card, a little bit of promotion for what Wanderer Astro, their other products and such, but it also has on the other side the different QR codes for their Facebook, YouTube, and other. The big one that's here is a download for the driver, which is right there. That driver is what we will use to load up into Nina to be able to control this bad boy. So what else? We have a power supply, male to male, 2.1 power supply, standard, pretty standard. We've got a bunch of these. We obviously don't need these because we have the Eagle. But the other thing that's in here is this USB cable. Now, this is just a personal rant on my part. I really wish that these companies, for the quality of what they are producing, as far as their products and such, I wish they would invest just a little bit more money into their USB cables. These things, they are just junk. They're just junk. If you look at this, right, as to what they have supplied, and you can see it is thin, flimsy, just substandard as far as I'm concerned. For what this device costs retail, or its bigger brothers, what these devices cost retail, you would think that they would supply you with a better USB cable. So anybody from Wanderer that's listening, or anybody from ZWO that's listening, do us a favor, please, and invest in better cables for your devices. These things are junk. They're junk, all right? And I might be convinced to use this as an emergency backup, but as a primary, not a chance in hell. All right, compared to this, which is from, I bought this from JS Aux, all right? And that cable, there's no comparison, all right? Braided, shielded, it's got the gold plating on the connectors. You just can't compare, all right? This versus this. Okay? No. Go with something like this. Get a good USB cable. As a matter of fact, if you're using any of the supplied cables with your rigs, I'm going to encourage you to scrap them. Take them all out. Go to Amazon. Go to Cable Matters. Go to StarTech. Go to, the JS Aux, right? And get yourself some good cables. All right, that is one of the best things that you can do for your rig. You can also, a lot of times, you can get cables that are closer to what you need as far as cable management, so that you're not wrapping things up and you've got a bird's nest of cabling issues. You can get things that are closer to your needs, so your cable management is much better. Believe me when I tell you, cable management in telescopes is an important part of what we do. So. Good cables, can't beat it, all right? Now, as far as the device itself, I give them kudos as to the design and the implementation of what their engineering team has done in building this. It is made very, very well. It's got excellent materials, nice colors. Of course, color isn't all that important, but it is a factor, at least at a small level. It looks to me to be engineered very, very well. It's held together with machine screws, hex, Allen key, screws that are holding it together. This, and the way that you're looking at this is your motor drive, right? You have your main power supply, you have your PC input, right? So coming from here, this side here, on this side is the telescope side. All right. So from here, my adapter that fits on the rear cell of the C14 will thread directly into that M54, right? And that will sit right up against the rear cell of the telescope. This side over here, which is indented a little bit, this is the rotation side. So there'll be an M54 adapter from here. That will go from here back to the dovetail adapter that goes into the MOAG, and then from the MOAG you go back to another dovetail adapter, back to a filter wheel, back to the camera. All right, and that whole image train turns here. This here has a load capacity of 10 kilos. That's plenty.
Whoa, this is heavy. There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
All right, I think that's like 22 some odd pounds. I guess like 22 pounds. That's plenty. I mean, there are telescope rigs out there, telescope OTAs that don't weigh that much. All right, so the image train, it'll support it easily. All right, but it's made very well. all right? And everything that I can see about this so far, it looks excellent. Now I'm excited to hook this up, plug it in, get the ASCOM drivers installed and do some testing on it and see how well it actually does function within Nina. So that's where we are with this right now with the Wanderer Astro Rotator Mini version 2, all right? And stay tuned.
Later, in the void.
So there you have it, the Wanderer Astro Rotator M54 Mini. We would encourage you to have a look at the video of the assembly process for the image train as we are progressing into attaching this to the C14 for the first time and using it for image capture in the very near future. So if you like this kind of content and you'd like to see more, we encourage you to give us a thumbs up and hit that like button. Also, consider subscribing to our channel and being a part of what we do here at Astro Playground. And as I had mentioned earlier in the video, come over and see us at Astro World TV. We meet every Wednesday and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as I said, we talk all things Astro. So come and visit us over there and be a part of our community. We would also encourage you to comment on what you've seen today. If you think that you have a better way of doing something, please let us know. I have an open mind, and I'm always open to new ways of doing things, different ways of doing things, and learning from other people's experience. So tell us what you think we're doing right. You know, give us that thumbs up and help us to continue to grow in what we do here at Astro Playground. And who knows, maybe you just think I'm being an idiot.
I'm an idiot!
At any rate, I would encourage you to come over and visit us at Astro World TV. Join us every Wednesdays and Fridays for our community of Astro nuts as we gather and we talk all things astrophotography. Be a part of our community and continue to grow in what we do. I encourage you to keep looking up. You know, take in the grandeur of our great galaxy, the universe that we are privileged to have an open window to explore and to uncover the mysteries of the great creation that is above us. Keep imaging, keep educating yourself, and clear skies until we meet again. Here at Astro Playground, we wish you the very best. Bye for now.